Hi friends, my name is Miss Melissa and this is my son Ethan, and today we are going to show you how to make a shark on paper. If you saw me read the book earlier today, we read 5 Little Sharks. So this is going to go with our 5 Little Sharks book. So you're going to need a few things. You're going to need construction paper, and we used blue, gray, white, and red. And then you're gonna need a pair of scissors, a pencil, some a glue stick, and a black marker. And then I used just a kid's bowl as my circle outline to make it. So we're gonna start off by making our circle outline. So for Ethan, I've already traced all of his shapes. He's just gonna cut them out. So that's probably easier for my younger kids that are gonna be doing this. You can trace it, or for my older kids, you can trace it and then just have them cut it out. For my younger kids, you can go ahead and cut all these items out, and then you can just have them glue them on to make their shark, because that's gonna be a little bit easier for them. All right, so we're gonna start off by making the body of our shark. So I am just gonna trace my circle on my gray paper, and then I'm gonna cut out my circle. And Ethan is gonna cut out his circle. And like I said, for my older kids, my pre-Kers, and even my 3s, they can cut these shapes out on their own. All right, so I have my gray circle, and then I also am gonna have 2 fins. So I just hand drew my fins and folded the paper, and I'm gonna cut them both out at the same time. You just have to draw one, that way they'll match. And it doesn't have to be perfect. Like I said, I just kind of hand drew them for mine. And then you'll also want to cut out a gray triangle to go at the top of your shark for his top fin. So you should have 2 lower fins, a triangle for your top fin, and a circle for your body. So we are gonna go ahead and we're gonna start gluing our shark onto our paper. So you're gonna glue your circle down first. And I'm using blue paper to represent the water. If you don't have blue paper though, that's okay. You can use any color paper that you want. It doesn't have to necessarily be blue for the water. And then we are gonna glue down our fins. And I just kind of tuck them under the circle just a little bit at the bottom. And then flatten it down. And we'll glue down our second fin on the other side. So now you'll have 2 lower fins in the circle for your body, and then I'm gonna put our triangle up at the top. All right, so now this is what our shark looks like. And then we are gonna start working on the half circle. So we're gonna make a half circle that's white to start making his face. And what you can do is I just took the same bowl and I traced half of it, and then I just cut it across. And then you can cut that out. So we have our half circle, and we're gonna glue that down on the bottom half of our gray circle. And put a little glue on that. How's it coming, Ethan? How's yours look so far?
Good.
All right. So I'm gonna glue mine down while Ethan is still cutting out his, and I'll show you what it looks like so far. So here's where we're at right now. We've got our white semicircle right there at the bottom. So the next thing we're gonna do is our eyeballs. So I am just taking the glue stick as my circle, and I'm gonna trace it onto my white paper. And you can really take anything at home and use it for your shapes. You know, whatever you have. If you wanna make your shark bigger, you could use like a big bowl, and then you could make your eyes bigger with, like, say, a small cup or something like that. So I'm going to cut my eyeballs out. You could also use googly eyes if you happen to have googly eyes at home. We didn't have any, so we're having to kind of make our own eyeballs today. So we're gonna cut these out, and then we will glue these on to our shark. And the cool thing for parents, as you're doing this, you can have your kids tell you what the shapes are. So when you cut them out, say, you know, what shape is this? It's a circle, you know, let them tell you it's a circle or a triangle for the fin. And it'll help them remember their shapes. So I'm gonna glue down my eyeballs, and those are gonna be glued on the top half of the gray. I'm gonna glue 2 eyeballs down. Let me see that one time. Here you go. All right, so we've got our 2 eyeballs and our body and all 3 fins. So for my eyeballs, I'm just gonna take my gray marker and I'm gonna make a circle right in the middle of my white circle to give it the eyeball look. I'm just gonna color that in. And now he's got some silly little eyeballs. All right, so let's see, what are we missing on our shark though? What does he need? He needs a mouth. So we are gonna make a red mouth. So I already traced mine, but a trick, I took the same bowl and I just made a line with my bowl, and then I connected it to make a mouth so it looks like this. And then we're gonna cut that piece out. Now for Ethan, we went ahead and cut his out for him, and I put teeth on it for him. But they can do their own teeth, or you can make teeth on it for them, whatever is easiest for you as a parent. You know, if they're not comfortable making the teeth, then you can make it for them. It's just drawing little triangles onto the mouth. So here's my mouth, and I'm gonna glue it onto my shark. So now he has a mouth, and you could leave it like this if you don't want to add teeth to it, but I am going to add teeth to mine, and I did not have a white marker, so you could probably use chalk if you wanted to. You could also use a white crayon if you had a white crayon. So I'm using like a silvery glitter marker, and you're just going to make triangles on the top and on the bottom to make his shark teeth. And I'll show you what that kind of looks like. So here I'm just making triangles on the top and the bottom, and you can make big triangles. You could make them all small if you wanted to, or you could do a little mixture of both when you're drawing your triangles. Now, if you do not have construction paper at home, you could also do this project just by coloring. You could take a small, just plain white paper plate, or a big one. I have big ones. And you could color the back side of it gray, and then you could add eyeballs and a red mouth, and you could even put teeth on it. And then you could, if you had just white paper, you could make your fins and you could color them gray, and you could cut them out from just white paper. So there's different ways that you could do this if you don't have the specific construction paper at home. So I'm gonna make my triangles on the bottom to give him his big teeth. Ethan, do you want to show them yours and how yours turned out? So here's Ethan's. He made his own little creation. And then if you want to add waves to your blue paper, you can do that as well. So here is mine. He's got his teeth nice and big. And then I am just gonna add some waves, and I just kind of make them look like W's on the paper. So it looks like our shark is swimming in the ocean, just like this. And then you can name your shark even if you want to name your shark. So I am going to name my shark Mr. Sharky. Ethan, what are you going to name your shark? What do you think?
The Brainstorm.
The Brainstorm. I like it. So here is both of our sharks all finished. Thank you for coming and crafting with us today. We look forward to seeing you next time. Bye, friends.